Hey guys, Captain Morgan here, back with another figure review. Today we have Despair from Marvel Legends, released by Hasbro. The Build-A-Figure in this wave is Rintrah, and it looks like you get the right leg here. And for accessories, you get another set of open hands that go with this figure and his cape. So let's show you the back of the box here with some cool artwork of Despair. And of course we have the diagram of Rintrah here in the far left. And the other figures you get in this set are Doctor Strange, Marvel's Wong, America Chavez, Master Mordo, and another version of Doctor Strange, and then Despair and Marvel Sleepwalker. I believe Despair and Sleepwalker are not in the movies, so I think they're part of the comics anyways, but those are actually the two that I wanted out of the entire set. I don't think I'll be completing this set. I don't really like the rest of the figures in this set, so I have Doctor Strange, and I will probably get Sleepwalker if I ever come across him, but that's about it as far as this set goes. You guys know the drill. Let's get Despair out of the box here and check out his articulation and see if this would be something that you guys would want to add to your collection. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so we have Despair here out of the package. Right away, I can tell you that I like this figure. I like the sculpt on it. I love the fact that it has the shoulder, joints here that move like this. Love these kind of figures. Super awesome. I wanted to show you what he looked like without his cape on first, and then I can show you, obviously what he looks like with it on. But to get the cape on, it looks like you're going to have to pull the head off to slip the cape on over the figure's head and then onto his shoulders. Overall, definitely a cool looking figure. So let me get the cape on for you guys, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so here's Despair with the cape on, and I actually went ahead, I don't know if you guys remember, but he came with fist out of the box, but I went ahead and put the open hand accessories on him because I like that look better, and, forget the fist. Who needs those? Right away, I love the weathered look of the cape. Super, super cool looking. I mean, I don't know if you just saw how easily he stands. Look at that. And that's with a cape. A lot of times these figures, as we know, fall backwards when you put a cape on them. Drives me absolutely bonkers. But this guy, right away, stands very well. So I think his posability is going to be nice. So let's get into it. Obviously, we have some wrist articulation. Great wrist articulation in this figure. That's going to come in handy. It looks like the figure twists at the bicep. And, of course, bends at the elbow. As far as shoulder rotation, there's tons, but the cape is limiting it. So, the shoulders move great. It's not the articulation that's holding it up. The cape is kind of binding it a little bit. So, and I think the same with the head. It has great head movement, but with the cape, there's not very much. But, what you need to get away with anyways. So, that should work. Obviously, twists at the waist. Ab crunch is there. Again, he does have ab crunch. It's just the cape is kind of limiting a lot of these movements. Of course, he twists at the shin here. Also twists at the thigh, bends at the knee. No toe articulation, but does have, feet or ankle articulation. Of course, the pinhole's in the bottom of the figure, so maybe you could have a stand or something to help him stand up. Overall, a really cool looking figure. I love the detail in the face on this figure. I mean, what an evil looking guy, eh? Super, super cool. And he's absolutely shredded too. I mean, look at that. Shredded. I don't know if it's a black figure with white paint on it, like the same with the cape. It looks like a white cape with black, but I think it was a black cape and they painted white, but I could be wrong on that. Could absolutely be wrong. Overall, I like the figure. I love the look of it. Like I said, I think he's going to pose well. Let's try to get him in some different poses here, or at least one different pose. You guys know the classic I go to, so let's try to do that. So here's just a real quick pose that, I wanted to get him in. I thought that kind of looked cool to display him. Nothing crazy, obviously, but a cool way to display him there other than just having his hands by his sides. I mean, I must say, I really, really love the way this figure stands. I mean, every figure I have had from Hasbro takes me a minute to get them to be able to stand right. Usually they fall over, or like I said, the cape will pull them down. This guy is solid. I mean, look at that. Set him down and go. That is how an action figure should work, in my opinion. You should be able to just set him down and go. Not sit here and fiddle with them for an hour trying to get them to pose, and then as soon as you walk away or the air conditioner turns on and the vent, the air movement in the room blows them over. So this is the way a figure should work, in my opinion. Obviously, we can't have everyone work that way because the dimensions of them and each figure is different sizes and all that stuff. But come on, there's a lot of figures from Hasbro that have this same body sculpt, and you cannot get them to stand right. It's like the feet are wrong, or they put 2 right feet on there. I don't know. You guys will have to get at me in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong about that. But that's how I feel anyways. So here's another pose for Despair here. I'll stop fiddling with him so you guys can look and actually get a decent view of him there. But overall, I think he's a really cool figure. And I'm not going to collect the whole set like I was saying before. I'm literally only going to collect Strange, Despair, and Sleepwalker. And that's going to be it. I'm not trying to get any of the other ones. Let me get Doctor Strange in here for you guys so we can get both of them next together. And Doctor Strange is one of those figures from Hasbro that I have had a really hard time trying to get posed. Trying to stand. It's like they gave him 2 of the same feet. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the feet are just terrible. You cannot tell me his left foot right here does not look like it should be on the other leg. And, I know they move, they tilt in and out and all that. I have messed with this guy a million times. I finally got him to where he will stand. So there you go. There's Mr. Strange. And, look, now I'm already blanking on his name. Despair. Hello. Somebody help me. I'm in despair. Overall, definitely like the figure. It's going to look cool next to Strange and some of my other villains that I have. I would recommend picking him up. Price point was $24. Hasbro's raised the price, and now it's every figure is, $24 at least. And I got a feeling that's just the beginning. I think it's going to keep going up as the hobby grows, as the economy fluctuates. Like, we'll see what happens. But right now, the collectible world is bigger than ever. There's more people buying this kind of stuff than I think ever before. I do think the Marvel movies have a big impact on that, but I just also think maybe COVID and everybody being at home and just, having nostalgia and all of these things come into play. So whatever it is, the action figure world is off and popping, and I'm here for it. But anyways, I appreciate it, you guys, for tuning in to another review video. Please like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you guys in the next one.